Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Jessica and it is Mad Scientist Day, also known as Franken Friday. Today we are just doing a repress. I have a bunch of represses, I say, but it's really, I have 3 represses that I need to get done. This one I've been saying that I need to get this one done. It is from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. And yeah, it just shattered on me. It is older, so I probably am going to put a little jojoba oil in that to help bind it together properly. And then this one is from Coastal Scents. It is the pink silver, but I like to use a fluffy brush on it for some things, and it makes it hard when it is kind of pushed off to the side like that. It's fine if I'm just using it on my inner corners or something, but when I want to use a big fluffy brush, it's awkward. And then I have this one from Huda Beauty. It is the Amethyst Obsessions palette. I just rolled this into a project, this shade only. I don't want to keep this palette out, so I am going to pull this shade out of here, and I'm just going to press it into this little pan so that I'm able to just pop that into a magnetic palette or whatever to get that used up. It's going to make my life easier to do that, so that is what I'm going to do. I am going to clear this off, and then we will get into the repressing. Let's get this problem child out of the way first. This one has been causing me so many problems. I really want to get this into a makeup basket so that I can get my uses on it and get it put away, but I can't really put it into a basket looking like this. So I'm going to go ahead and use my alcohol, rubbing alcohol, surgical spirits, whatever people call it all over the world. I know people use different names for it. I just have isopropyl alcohol. Mine is 50%, and we are going to go ahead and just saturate this so we can get it broken up. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 drops of this jojoba oil in there. It is just pure jojoba oil, whatever you have. I generally use jojoba because my skin is not bothered by it, but if you have a face oil that you use as a moisturizer, you can use that as well. Most oils will work as a binder, and it doesn't have to necessarily be jojoba oil, though I think a lot of face oils do have jojoba in it. Just find one that is safe for facial skin, and you should be fine with that. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 drops in here, and then we are going to mix this up. And any excess oil, if it's a little more than this product needs, when you press it out, it's going to come out of the product, so it should be just fine. I wouldn't put like 5 or 6 drops in there because that's just a little excessive, but I think, you know, if you were to accidentally get 3 or 4 drops in there, you would probably be just fine with that. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix this up the best I can, and then we are going to press it out. I may end up having to add just a little bit more alcohol because the outer portions on this side over here are just a little stiff, and I want to be able to mix that in, get the oil mixed in as well as possible. All right, let's go ahead and press the alcohol out of this. I'm a little sad at losing my pan on this shade, but it's better to not have pan and be able to use it than to have pan and not be able to use it. All right, there she is. This one is, I believe, Obsessed from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I've got it all over my poor fingers, so I'm going to clean up, and then we will get on to the next shade. Let's get on to the pink silver. This one should be super easy because this isn't nearly as full. It's not a problem child. It is a beautiful shadow that I love to use on the regular basis. I am just going to put some alcohol in it, smoosh it all around, and flatten it out in the pan so it's nice and even, and then press out the alcohol. This one should be really easily done. Easier to do it than it is to say it, apparently, tonight. Y'all know me by now. I have problems wordsing on a daily basis, and yes, I do make up things as I go along, but you know, that's how we roll around here. So this should go super quick. There it is, super quick and simple, and it is done. It's going to be a lot easier to use. I can't say it's like the most even in the pan because, yeah, I can't do things properly, apparently, but it is going to be much easier to get that used, and I'm going to have a lot more fun playing around with this. All right, let me put this off to the side. Not too big of a cleanup here. I think we can deal with a little bit of shimmer. So we are going to get the Huda Beauty out, and we are going to pull this one shade out. Shade number 5 here. I'm going to put it into here because there's no way I'm going to get all this from this pan into this little guy. So we're going to mix it up in here and go from there. It's not perfect out of there, but I will use this tiny little speck that is in here when I do my makeup purples next time, and then I will have that one completely cleaned out. So I just need to add a little bit of alcohol. I think like 2 or 3 drops really ought to do it, and we'll see what it looks like. And out of respect for my peeps that use headphones, I'm gonna use the little rubber scraper. Okay, that's definitely not enough. We need to add a little bit more alcohol than that. See, we just kind of wing it here on this channel. That's how we roll. We fly by the seat of our pants. Things get done. It's not always perfect, but it is fun. All right, I think that is good. It is just soft enough that I can get it into this pan. And then that will be really nice to be able to pop that into my magnetic palette for a makeup basket and get that one used up. It will be nice to have another shadow used up in my collection, and if I can find ways to make that easier, I'm going to do it. All right, let's just press this one out and we will be done. There it is, super duper easy. She is all good. Look at that mess that I've made. All right, so these are the 3 shades that I have repressed. Very happy having this one so that I can use it again and it's not going to crumble all over and make the world's biggest mess. Pink Silver, I'm just happy that I will be able to get a big fluffy brush in there and get an even application on my brush. And of course this one from the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions palette. This was just rolled into a recent project, so now I can roll it into some makeup baskets and make quick work of that. I think that's going to go really, really quick, especially now that is going to be easier for me to roll it into baskets. So that is everything for this Franken Friday. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Of course, I made a little mess I need to clean up, but you know what? It is all worth it. And I get to play. All right, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you on my next video, have a beautiful day.